We are momentarily short time away from getting the starting lineups on both sides. Alan Snell on the PA system.
Have your attention, please. Welcome once again to the Bangor Auditorium for tonight's Eastern Maine Boys Class A Regional Final. This contest has the visiting Rams from Bangor High School facing the Dragons from Brunswick High School. And now let me introduce the participants for this contest. First, the team members for the visiting Bangor Rams, coached by Roger Reed. A senior, number 12, Nick Acorn. Number 22, a junior, PJ Dow. A sophomore, number 30, Omar Conta. A junior, number 34, Mike LaRochelle. A sophomore, number 40, Anthony DeRosa. A senior, number 42, Josh Heath. A junior, number 44, Kevin Flynn. A junior, number 50, Chad Astle. A sophomore, number 52, Brian Hackett. And a sophomore, number 54, Jesse St. John. And now the team members for the home team, Brunswick Dragons, coached by Todd Hansen. Number 10, a sophomore, Justin Garvin. A sophomore, number 11, Jesse Kaplan. Number 21, a sophomore, Kevin Scully. A senior, number 30, Adam Williams. A junior, number 31, Mike Scully. A senior, number 35, Joe LaPrade. Number 42, a senior, Tyler Zamore. And a senior, number 44, Matt Baribeau. And now let's meet the starters. First, for the Bangor Rams. Playing guard and standing 5 feet 10 inches tall, a sophomore, number 10, Jordan Heath. And for the Brunswick Dragons, at guard at 6 feet 3 inches tall, a senior, number 3, Justin Alexander. And for the Rams, at guard at 5 feet 10 inches tall, a senior, number 14, Zach Ray. And for the Brunswick Dragons, at guard at 6 feet 3 inches tall, a junior, number 20, Ralph Mims. For the Rams, at guard at 5 feet 11 inches tall, a sophomore, number 20, Aaron Gallant. And for the Dragons, at forward at 6 feet 1 inches tall, a senior, number 24, Nick Duffy. For Bangor, at guard at 6 feet 1 inches tall, a senior, number 24, Wesley Day. And for the Brunswick Dragons, at guard at 6 feet 3 inches tall, a senior, number 33, Drew Pelletier. And for the Rams, at guard at 5 feet 11 inches tall, a junior, number 32, Mike Prentice. And for the Dragons, at center at 6 feet 6 inches tall, a senior, number 40, Taylor Karen. Officials for this game are Mr. Gray, Mr. Mertzel, and Mr. Ayob.
So the lineups, you've got the starters, you've got the subs, which should hopefully be a good contest. You've got a lot of height by this Brunswick team. Like Ernie mentioned early, they like to get off to a good start. If they get a basket, they'll start to put the press on. Bangor has the ball handlers. They've got a patient defense. They may take the air out of the ball.
Yeah, they may try to shorten this game, not necessarily stall, but just look to get good shots. One of Roger Reed's worries coming into this game is taking quick shots, because what quick shots do is they become fast breaks for the other team, and Brunswick will run the ball whenever they get the chance. Brunswick very unselfish in the half court, but they're first looking to run, and with their height, they have a lot of advantage over most teams in terms of getting that defensive rebound and setting Ralph Mims and company in motion.
Everyone talks about Ralph Mims of this Brunswick team, but he has 4 equally fine basketball players, and not only that, they've got 4 that come off the bench that are equally good. So there's 9 players on this Brunswick team that can give anybody a game here. So we'll see. The Rams, Karen against Prentice, as the white team will be in white will be the Brunswick Dragons. And this is Alexander. Alexander on the dribble to the right side. Now goes out the top to Duffy, to the left side to Pelletier. Pelletier tries to grab the baseline cam. It goes to Mims. Mims tries to get through, and he's being, the ball's, a travel is being called in there on number 20, Aaron Galland. Galland ripped the ball right away from Mims.
Yeah, great defense there by Galland on Mims, but just couldn't keep upright. The turnover results, and Brunswick gets the ball back.
So Alexander will put the ball in play in his own basket. It comes inside to Duffy, now to Mims. Mims starts to drive. Nice pass inside. The shot, reverse side, went to Alexander, and he puts it in. Now the press. Heath to Day. Now to Gallant for Bangor. And the ball's stolen by Duffy. Duffy starts down with it. Turns now, looks, gives inside to Mims. Mims is going to wheel and deal, puts it up, no good. Rebound action. Here's Karen all by himself. An errant rebound, and he puts it in. It's 4-0. Full court pressure now. Heath, players all over him. Day cross courts it now to Zach Ray. Ray in the corner, goes to Prentice with a shot, bang. Nice patience, and they got the shot.
Yeah, Prentice breaks early and is wide open if Bangor can see him over the top of the Brunswick press.
And there's going to be a foul. This is going to be on Gallant against Mims. That's only the first team foul.
Yeah, Gallant drawing the early defensive assignment on Mims, who comes into tonight's game averaging 25 a game during the regular season, 31 during Eastern Maine tournament play.
And the ball will be put in play. The ball goes inside to Karen. Karen turns now, goes to Pelletier. Pelletier's outside shot, no good. Strong rebound by Day of the Bangor Rams as Zach Ray comes down with it. He's got it by Mims. Mims slaps the ball away, and Day picks it up in the backcourt, comes back now to Ray. Now cross course it to Heath of Bangor. He turns, goes to top to Ray. Ray's got it in there by Alexander. Now goes in the corner. Day's going to put a shot up and good. So Bangor, both baselines, 2 baskets.
And good patience there by the Rams. Not looking to shoot early, but looking to get a good shot.
4-4 the score. Alexander, the ball stripped away by Heath. Heath is right there with him. Now it goes out. Ray tips the ball against Pelletier, goes for the steal. Now the ball's knocked out of bounds. Good hustle by the Bangor Rams, and they'll put the ball in play.
Good hustle by Zach Ray to keep the ball in play, and then by Jordan Heath to contest the loose ball, knocking it off Pelletier's leg out of bounds.
Day will inbound it for the Bangor Rams. It goes out to Heath of the Bangor team. Goes over to Zach Ray. Zach Ray loops it in the middle to Day. There's the shot. It's up. It's no good. So Bangor misses their first shot. 2 out of 3 is not bad. Pelletier brings it down for this Brunswick team. Holds over his head. Now goes out to Duffy. Duffy turns left side. Goes to Alexander. Now he bounces the ball. And let's see. There's going to be a blocking foul inside.
And it's going to be on Alexander of Brunswick, I believe.
They're going to call
Indeed
player
it is.
control.
They called a charging foul, a foul after the pass was made, not the shot from Alexander. So that's going to give the ball back to the Bangor Rams.
4-4 the score, 5:51 here in first quarter action. Day now to Ray. Day to Ray. There's Ray going to go right to the glass, and he draws a foul. So Bangor playing a very patient type offense, getting the ball down, they're not panicking, and they're getting good shots.
And that's 2 fouls real quickly on the point guard for Brunswick High School, Justin Alexander. We'll see what happens and whether or not he stays on the floor with 2 early fouls.
And there's going to be a foul away from the play, and this is going to be, I believe, on Mike Prentice, number 32. Called it right.
Of Bangor setting the illegal screen as the Rams tried to set up the inbounds play.
And if you can see a shot of Prentice guarding Karen, there's a 15-foot difference there. Mims with the ball, goes to Karen at the top, now to Alexander, goes underneath back to Mims. Mims wheels and deals, puts it up, it's no good. Rebound by Zach Ray. Bangor blocks out, they do everything fundamentally well. Nice move inside by Gallant at Bangor High. Now it goes back to Day. Day is their pure shooter. Goes outside to Heath. Heath's going to take a 3. It's up. It's no good. Rebound action taken off by Alexander. Long pass goes to Pelletier. Pelletier of the Brunswick team's going to pop one up, and he goes in.
Bangor did a good job. Got 2 guys back, but Pelletier just able to shoot over the top of the Bangor defense.
6-4 the score. Brunswick by 2. 5 minutes left here in the first quarter action. Here in Eastern Maine A on Maine PBS. Outside shot by Heath is no good. Rebound action Karen. He's 6'6". Now it goes off to Mims. Mims starts down with it. He's going to shake and bake. He fires up a 3. It's no good. Rebound action tipped around, kept alive by Duffy. Karen comes off. Duffy chases it down. Now it goes off to Alexander. He turns back to Duffy. Duffy fakes the shot. Now goes inside to Karen. Karen back to Duffy and give and go. Lays it up right-handed, but it's knocked down. And Duffy goes down hard. I guess he's going to get up. It looks like for a moment he might have been hurt badly. But there's going to be another foul called on the Bangor Rams.
That foul's going to go against the Rams. West Day there in the action on Duffy's shot. Duffy going to get 2 free throws out of that.
That was the old-fashioned give and go. That was done very, very well. Duffy saw Karen, get to Karen, back to Duffy. Duffy drew a foul.
And it speaks to the unselfishness of the Brunswick offense. They've had to play a lot of half-court offense here early in the game, but they're willing to make the extra pass to get the good shot, and Duffy rewards that with the first of 2 free throws.
You can see a little bit right now that you can see the strength of their rebounding. And that's Brunswick I'm talking about. 8-4 the score. Heath in the backcourt with the pressure. Now let's try to bring it up. He's going to break the 10-second barrier. Still has the ball. Got it by Alexander. Off to Ray. Zach with it. Holds over his head. Zach has been a 3-year veteran for his Bangor team. Now it goes to Heath on the right side. Heath goes to top to Day. Got it by Duffy. Now it goes to Ray. Got it by Mims. Ray wants to work. Can't. Loops it back outside. Goes to Heath. As Alexander's right there with him. Now inside to Glenn. Glenn puts it up, and they're going to call a double dribble.
Double dribble call.
And did you see Karen get up in the air to block that shot?
Yeah, you're gonna pump fake him if you're Bangor and try to get him in the air because you're not going to be able to shoot over him.
I think he could still be up in the air. Boy, he can leap. 6'6" with all that jumping ability. Alexander now back to Mims. Mims atop to Karen, left side to Alexander, and in the action there's going to be a pushing foul or a blocking foul.
I think that's going to go against Aaron Gallant for trying to go through the screen. He made it through the screen, but he put the Brunswick player on his back.
Yeah, that was Duffy. Duffy went down hard. He's been down hard a couple times now. So Bangor will get ready to send their first substitute in the game. Shot is missed inside. Rebound by Prentice of Bangor. Off to Zach Ray. Bangor trailing 8-4 here in the first quarter of action at the Bangor Auditorium. Maine PBS hopes you're enjoying this one. Zach Ray now the top to Gallant. Gallant goes to Keith of Bangor. Now to Day. Day is the shooter, and there's he fires up a 3. It's no good. There's a strong rebound by Karen. Off to Alexander. We're off for the races again. Now to Pelletier. Pelletier has the ball stripped in there by Heath, and Bangor will bring down. 3:06 remains here in first quarter action. Mims comes out to challenge Zach Ray. Now to Prentice. Prentice outside. Karen's there with him. Now it goes in the corner to Gallant. Gallant wants to deal, but he can't. Now the ball's knocked away, picked up by Pelletier. Pelletier with the afterburners. Turns. Now he scoops a pass. It goes to Karen, knocked away, and there's going to be another foul. And this, I believe, is going to be on Prentice. So Bangor plugging away, trying to knock the ball out of players' hands or just grabbing people.
But a good effort by Pelletier on the other end to reach over and around number 20 of Bangor, Aaron Gallant, without fouling him to force that turnover.
Substitutes coming in after this 30-second timeout will be Adam Williams of Brunswick High School. And we'll catch the other one for Bangor as they're in their huddle. But Bangor, again, you have to be impressed by their patience. And I think that's what Roger Reed instilled in them. You're going to get the shots, but you've got to show the patience. Once they break the 10-second barrier and get down, they've got that baseline shot.
Yeah, this is a Bangor type of pace at this point. The thing you have to respect about Brunswick at this point is they're not trying to force things. They're not rushing things. They're not worried about the fact that maybe the game is being played at a little bit slower tempo than they would like.
P.J. Dow comes in for Bangor, and also for the Rams will be Kevin Flynn. Flynn is a 6'3" junior. I think they want a little height in there to try to counteract the man with the ball now, Karen. Now to Duffy of Brunswick. Duffy starts a swing. Steal by Ray. What a steal. He lays it in. Oh, did he come out of nowhere with that one?
Help defense by Zach Ray, and the Mr. Basketball finalist makes Brunswick pay.
8-6. Williams now goes to Duffy. Duffy turns into traffic, gives to Williams. Williams has the ball knocked away, picked up by Pelletier of the Brunswick team. Now he loops him back outside to Duffy. Duffy back to Pelletier. Pelletier on the baseline, drives, puts a soft one up. It's no good. Flynn with a rebound. Off to Zach Ray. Ray down with it. He's going to go right to the hole, puts it up and in, and ties the game and draws the foul.
Great hesitation move by Zach Ray to beat Ralph Mims off the dribble. The help defense came too late. Ray able to finish it off, get fouled, and now goes to the free throw line with a chance to give Bangor the lead. There's the replay there. Reach around by Rims, no good. Duffy there trying to draw the player control foul, but way too late, and Ray cashes in with a three-point play.
He certainly does, and if you're a doubter, look at the score, 9-8 Bangor, 2:07. And Brunswick has got some work now. As Mims brings down, Day challenges him. He stops, tries to get some room. Now he's going to fire one up. It's no good. Rebound inside by P.J. Dowd. As Bangor starts down with it with Ray. Now comes back outside to Heath. Zach Ray again with the ball, and away from the action again. There's another foul going to be called, and this time it's going to go on Karen of the Brunswick Dragons.
Yeah, a lot of action on the inside. There's a lot of screens being set by Bangor to try to get their perimeter shooters free. That time, Duffy goes through the screen, gets called for the foul. Check that. That's going to go on number 40, Taylor Karen, his first foul, doing the same type of thing.
The pass comes inside to Flynn. Flynn gets the ball knocked away, but he fires the ball. It goes off to Duffy. Tried to save it, but Duffy was there. Pelletier with the ball now, loops the pass to Williams. Williams starts on the drive down the baseline. Looks, goes to LaPrade, who's in the game now. The ball goes all the way in the backcourt, and it will be backcourt.
Good defense again by the Bangor Rams. Should mention number 44 for Bangor, Kevin Flynn, I believe was in street clothes last night. He's been injured late in the season, but getting him back into the lineup at 6'3" gives Bangor a little height they haven't had late in the season and early in the tournament here.
And you look at the team fouls. Bangor has committed 5 team fouls here in the first quarter, and the home team has committed 4, which would be Brunswick. So things are happening here. The wheels are starting to turn. As you start to look at it, you notice in that last play, Day was right up on Mims. Mims wanted some room and actually got away with one, I thought.
And what Bangor is doing is they're running different people at Mims. I believe I've counted 4 different players have taken turns guarding Mims so far in the game, trying to get up in his face away from the basket to make him take time to do things. That enables help defense to get there if Mims beats the first defender.
Zach Ray with the ball now. Pulls over the head, now comes outside to Heath. Left side goes to Day. West Day on the drive, and is he going to draw the foul? And the official calls a foul on Duffy, so they're putting Duffy in a box, so to speak. We'll see how many fouls that is on Duffy. I believe that's his second or third. No, we'll take that away.
That's another foul, this one on LaPrade. Again,
yeah,
inside, running off the screens. A lot of contact underneath the basket. The referees are calling it.
And there's Flynn right in the middle, and no one was on him, and he puts it in. So Bangor takes 11-8 lead.
And Bangor scored the last 7 points in this game.
The Rams are here to play. Roger Reed. Now it goes to Mims. Mims there by Day. Day right in his shirt. Mims wants to work. Tripped by Heath of Bangor. They are playing expired basketball. Ray fakes a shot, loops it across from Day. There's your pure shooter right there. Bang! And Bangor takes a 14-8 lead.
And the confidence builds with every possession here.
Pelletier in a hurry. Now LaPrade goes back outside to Mims. Mims wheels and deals now to Williams on the left side of Brunswick. A lot of time left. LaPrade with the ball, tries to get it back in. He's on the line. So Brunswick is making mistake after mistake, and Bangor is capitalizing on it.
Credit the defense again on Brunswick's 2 leaders. Mims being guarded by several players, and then Zach Ray getting the half-court responsibility of guarding Pelletier, who hasn't got much done yet either except in transition.
25 seconds left here in first quarter action. The Bangor Rams are real, really real. Zach Ray outside. Now it goes to Day. Day got it by Duffy. Now he watches for the official. The official will give the count on the 5-second count. At the 5-second count, if they're still holding the ball, it's a violation. Zach Ray behind the back. Zach Ray fires off balance at the buzzer. It's no good. So at the end of one complete, the Bangor Rams leading 14-8 over Brunswick. We'll be back with second quarter action right after this. Well, a very fine first quarter for the Bangor Rams. You see a lot of doubt in the Brunswick players' faces. It's the shorter Bangor team, but when they injected the Flynn boy in there, Kevin Flynn, Kevin rebound and a basket all by himself, so he got a little height in there. So that Roger Reed, the master of trying to solve an undefeated team here, and we're only in the second quarter now, so a lot of things can happen. 14-8 the score. Day on the drive, left-handed, he misses a shot. Drew Pelletier comes off the rebound. Nice drive that time by Wesley Day, but he just missed the shot. Behind the back is Alexander, down the middle. In the lane, puts it up, it's no good. Rebound taken off. Good box out by this Bangor team. There's Day. Day's gonna go. Day's gonna leave the ball now to P.J. Dow. Now back to Day. Day's outside shot, no good. Rebound action, tipped out by Flynn. It'll be Brunswick's ball. Brunswick trailing 14-8, and usually their MO is to get out quick, get a lot of points, and make you try to catch up. Now they're in a different position. They've got to catch up. Bangor's defense has looked very, very strong here in this early going of the first half. Alexander fouled by Flynn.
Yeah, he can't reach.
Kind of a reach in, and Roger is all over him.
Having said that, Brunswick has been in close games this year. They were behind to Skowhegan by 4 points after 3 quarters and one. Were forced to double overtime at Mount Blue during the regular season, so they have been behind. This is not a totally unusual situation for them.
Alexander with the ball now for Brunswick. He turns to the left side, gives it Karen outside, got it by Flynn. Now at the top goes to Mims, got it by Day. Mims with a 3, no good. Rebound long left, he picks it up. He's going to go to the baseline. He's going to pump it up and in.
Yeah, that's one of Mims' strengths, is going after his own shot. That time able to get his offensive rebound and improvise.
14-10 the score, 6:48 left. Good follow, very strong individual, only a junior. The ball in the corner to Heath. Now outside to Ray. Now to Heath inside to Flynn. Lays it up and in. Nice lead that time by Heath, and Flynn lays it in for a 16-10 score.
Again, at 6'3", he can go in there and battle the big men for Brunswick.
Alexander now to the right side to Pelletier. Pelletier starts the middle, wheels and deals. Now he's going to turn, put up a right-hander off the glass. Nice shot by Drew Pelletier.
Yeah, he does such a great job of squaring his shoulders to the basket before he releases.
16-12 the score. 6:11 left here in first half action, second quarter. The Bangor Auditorium, Maine PBS doing Class A. Say hey, Class A. Flynn again with a shot, and he draws a foul. So all of a sudden, Kevin Flynn has a spotlight on him. 2 baskets, drawing a foul against Karen, who picks up his second, and Flynn goes to the line for a pair.
And again, I don't know that too many people expected Flynn to play tonight, so a little bit of an X factor here in that he's able to come at Brunswick with size.
There he goes to the foul line. Both teams has 16 fouls on them. As Flynn's shot is up, and it's no good. This one bounces up and hits the top. As Williams checks back in, Duffy checks out, and checking in for the Bangor Rams for the first time will be number 12, Nick Acorn. So Nick comes in the game now as Flynn gets ready for his second shot. Shot is up and good. So 1 out of 2, 12-17 the score as Brunswick trails by 5 here in the second quarter of action. So Acorn is guarding Alexander now, goes right to the foul line, turns now, goes to Karen. Karen on Flynn, pops it up and in.
Yeah, and that's something Brunswick's got to explore, that inside offense by Karen. If they can establish something in the low post, that's going to free up more space out on the perimeter for the likes of Pelletier and Mims.
Down by 3 now, Ray with the ball. Now Ray wants Flynn back inside. Starts to move with it now, loops it back outside to Flynn. Flynn inside, goes to Acorn at Bangor. Now back outside to Day at the top. Goes to P.J. Dow. Now to Flynn. Flynn starts to move past Karen. He's going to send up another shot, and he hits it! 3 baskets and a foul shot all of a sudden.
Not bad for being in street clothes with an injury last night. Holy smokes.
He woke up with medicine or something. 5:08 left. That's a nice wheel and deal, and a miss by Pelletier. Yeah, but he draws the foul.
And that's the thing, defensively, if you're Bangor, you can't let up. You score. No time for celebration against Brunswick because they are immediately on the attack.
So Drew Pelletier will go to the line. Drew is senior, 6'3", number 33. He's had a good tournament. 19-14 the score. Foul shot is up and good. A lot of people commenting that you play Friday night, you got to play Saturday. Well, in the old days, you played Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, so you were eyeing people.
And both teams here in the same boat because they both played last night.
Right. Pelletier's foul shot is good, so he hits a pair, 19-15 the score, as Heath will check back in and Akon will check out. So Roger Reed doing his magic as he has for this Bangor High School team ever since he's been here. Just has had a terrific run of state championships, of great basketball players, and he's still at the helm. Heath now on the left side, guarded by Alexander. Now at the top to Ray. Right side goes to P.J. Dow. At the top to Heath. Heath fakes, still fakes. Now the ball is knocked away by Mims, picked up by Brunswick. Now it goes to Williams. Now to Alexander. Alexander up fakes, but doesn't get his man in the air. Now Pelletier on the right side. Top comes out to Mims. Mims at the foul line with a jump shot, and he is fouled. I don't know if that foul was in the act or after.
Yeah, I think it was in the act. Zach Ray a little bit unlucky there because Pelletier muffled the pass, and Zach Ray read it but got there late. Mims got the ball, put up the shot, and Heath trying to help out committed the foul.
So he's committed his first foul, and this is going to be a one-on-one, two-shot foul, I should say. The foul shot is up and good by Mims, and checking back in will be Duffy, and Williams will go out.
Mims with 5 points now on the night.
Brunswick goes deep. They'll go with Williams and LaPrade, has already been the game, but they also have Garvin and Barabo. Mims' second shot is up, and it's good. So 19-18 the score, as Brunswick certainly far from being away from this game. They're only down by 1 with 4:30. Day brings it up. Duffy's on him. Now Day works to the right side. Now he's double teamed by Mims, knocks the ball outside. You notice now what Mims is doing. He's leaving his player when the player comes on his side, and he's picking him up. So they're trying to put a lot of pressure on this Bangor team. Day now in the backcourt to Zach Ray. Zach guarded by Mims. Zach now has out of play. Now through the legs, now to the right side, still in the dribble. Now it's going to go to Heath with a shot. It's no good. Rebound action taken off by Duffy. Now to Alexander. Alexander of this Brunswick team down. Nice lead pass inside to Drew Pelletier. Backdoor type. Good bounce pass. Pelletier was there. Good baseline shot, and they take the lead.
Yeah, and that's a situation where two players obviously knowing each other very well. As Alexander, the point guard, read that perfectly.
Wes Day was playing for John Bapps a year ago. Transferred to Bangor High School. Has had a whale of a senior year. Pure shooter. Unbelievable good shooter. Now he's buried in the baseline. He whips the ball outside and out of bounds. And Roger Reed wants to substitute.
Yeah, Brunswick starting to get their hands on a few more balls and create a little bit more havoc defensively in the half court. And Roger Reed comes back with Nick Acorn to try to add some ball handling.
19-20 to score. Brunswick leads with 3:31 left. Mims wants to work. He's still got it by Day. He goes right down the middle. He's going to pump it up, and it's no good. Rebound action, and picked off by Zach Ray. Zach and down the middle. Nice pass goes off to P.J. Dowd, and Dowd puts it in.
Yeah, good contribution off the bench there by Dow, and good recognition by Ray. Waited until just the right time to make that pass.
That Dow was with a knee. Alexander now goes outside to Duffy, right side to Pelletier. Pelletier's outside shot, no good. Rebound action, tipped by Karen. Comes back outside. That's all right. It can go in the backcourt. People yelling backcourt, but it was not. As Alexander with the ball at the top goes to Duffy. Duffy now to Pelletier. Pelletier to Karen. Karen's alone, takes a shot, sinks it.
Pretty good range there by Karen from about 15 feet.
22-21. Brunswick regains the lead with 2:36 left. Still the pressure in the backcourt. Duffy on Day. Day will bring up. Good ball handler, good shooter. 6'1". Now to the 6'3" Flynn. Flynn's going to work. He's going to send up another shot. This time it's no good. Rebound action picked off underneath by Dow. He puts it up, it's no good. Picked off by Pelletier. The ball's almost stripped. He comes up with it. And now Alexander will handle. Justin Alexander. Now it goes to Mims. Mims works the baseline. And the ball's rejected by Day. And Flynn helped out on that one because Mims couldn't go any further. But Day just picked it off as Mims tried to put one up. A clean shot.
That's exactly right. It's man-to-man defense, but it's man-to-man with a lot of help. And in that instance, Mims beat Day off the dribble originally, but there's Flynn standing right there. No place else for Mims to go, and here's Mims beating Day off the dribble, but there's Flynn right in the middle, standing there waiting, and Day from behind with the emphatic block.
Now Flynn will leave the game because he didn't have his shirt tucked in. And he'll leave the game for a play anyway. He's standing in front of the bench. As Alexander has the ball, now it goes inside, the ball is knocked away and picked up by Bangor. As Bangor very alert in this contest, 1:55 left. And Flynn will get ready to come back in the game with his shirt in, we hope. Akon now goes to Day, to the left side to Zach Ray. Ray back to Akon. He's way outside. The ball was knocked away by Mims, and Flynn will check back in.
Mims creating some problems defensively now. He's out there leaving his own man occasionally, guarding his man when his man has the ball. He's 6'3", playing the point defensively with long arms. He can create a lot of havoc, and he's starting to do that now.
Mike Prentice checks out for the Bangor Rams. Now the right side goes to Akon. Akon goes to Day. There's Day's shot. Beautiful. All net.
Catch and shoot by Wes Day, right in rhythm.
23-22. Bangor has the lead. Duffy with the ball for Brunswick at the top to Alexander. Now the left side to Mims. Mims, now he gains it. Goes in off the glass. No good. A little bit too hard. Picked off by Bangor. The ball's knocked away by Duffy, and Bangor will retain.
Yeah, Bangor's help defense frustrating Mims a little bit. He's beating the first man, but there's one, sometimes two, as there was in that situation. Defenders coming to get him. So very few shots Mims are taking are not contested.
Right, he's kind of shaking and baking, and a little bit that time, a little bit hard. 23-22 the lead by Bangor. Goes to Akon. Akon at the top now. Got it by Alexander today. Got it by Duffy. Right side to P.J. Dow as they toss the ball around. We're under a minute now here at the Bangor Auditorium. Bangor High School Rams leading the Brunswick Dragons by 1 point score, 23-22. As Bangor moves the ball around, Flynn the call now, back outside to Zach Ray. Ray now to Flynn. Karen comes out on him at the top, goes to Day, the right side to Zach Ray. Got it by Mims. Hole still looking now, it goes to Flynn. Flynn turns on Karen now. Still looking, still looking. He starts to move, he's gonna move, puts it up around, no good. And it's gonna be a player control foul.
Yeah, I don't think Roger Reed, the Bangor coach, liked the call. I'm not sure that he liked Flynn taking that shot after the Rams had run about 30 seconds off and were looking like they were going to take the last shot of the half. There's the help defense coming from Brunswick, and the foul is called on Flynn. That's 2 on Flynn. Alexander there drawing the foul, I believe.
Anthony DeRosa comes in now for the Bangor Rams for the last 20.5 seconds here in the first half. As Bangor leads it 23-22. Alexander to the right side to Mims, got it by Day. Now at the top to Kieran, left side to Pelletier. Alexander, I should say. Turnaround shot by Pelletier, who was in the middle, and he puts it up as Bangor's not going to get the final shot off. And at the end of one half of play, Brunswick 24, Bangor 23. We'll be back in just a minute. Bangor High School led at the end of one quarter, 14-8, and they trail by 1 point, 24-23, and Roger Reed has to be happy.
Oh, absolutely. Great first half for the Bangor Rams, to the extent that they wanted this game in the 40s or 50s, and as you look at a 24-23 halftime score, that's where we have it. Having said that, Brunswick still ahead, 24-23. Haven't seen their best basketball yet. Remains to be seen if they can do something else against the Bangor defense in the second half. And with that, we'll be back in just a moment. Welcome back to the Bangor Auditorium. Halftime of this Eastern Maine Class A Boys Basketball Championship game, with the Brunswick Dragons leading the Bangor Rams by a count of 24-23. Ernie Clark along with Joe Gould. Halftime statistics: field goal percentage, Bangor 10 of 19, 52%. Good shot selection on the part of the Rams. Only 19 shots, but making more than half. Brunswick 9 of 26, 34%. Free throws, Bangor 2 of 3, Brunswick 6 of 6. Turnovers, Bangor 6 and Brunswick 7. Individual scoring in the game so far. First for the Brunswick Dragons, Drew Pelletier leading the way with 10 points. Ralph Mims held to 6. Taylor Karen with 4, Justin Alexander 2, Nick Duffy with 2. For the Bangor Rams, Kevin Flynn off the bench with 7, Wes Day with 7, Zach Ray 5, and Mike Prentice and PJ Dow with 2 apiece for Bangor's total of 23 points. So one more half to go and not much to choose so far, Joe.
Certainly not. You know, I think that looking at young Mr. Flynn, Kevin, I think the dad is Hugh Flynn. And Hugh Flynn used to play for John Babs, an outstanding athlete for John Babs High School. Hope I've got that right, but this kid looks just like him, so I'm going to say it has to be.
Well, I'll tell you what, that's been the X factor so far tonight for Bangor, one of the X factors along with the defense, because I don't know that a lot of people expected Flynn to play. He has been injured late in the season and was in street clothes as late as last night in the semifinals. Did not play, but he's certainly playing a major role for Bangor so far tonight.
So the same start as the start of the game in there now as Brunswick will handle the ball in. Alexander with it to the left side to Pelletier. Pelletier got it by Gallant. Now it goes to Mims. Ralph wants to wheel and deal with a 3. No good. Rebound action. Nice inside rebound by Duffy, and Duffy puts it in.
That's Duffy's job right there, doing all the dirty work. They're on the offensive boards to extend the Brunswick lead to 3.
So the Dragons strike first and have a 3-point lead now. With Zach Ray having problems in the back court. Now he finally has it outside, and Mims is right there with him. It looks like the Dragons are putting it up a notch now on defense. There's Ray with it. Ray right down the middle. He leaves the ball inside, but it goes out of bounds for Prentice. Nice lead, but Prentice wasn't expecting it when out of bounds.
Yeah, you're exactly right there. Defensive intensity up a notch as Brunswick extended the defense out toward the center circle.
As Pelletier will bring down with the ball. On the dribble. Drew to the corner. Now looks out at the top. Goes to Duffy. Duffy starts the middle. Now to Mims. Mims is going to wheel and deal and put it up and in. Oh, nice stop on the dime.
Improvisation there. A high post screen by Pelletier. Set it up, and then a reverse pivot by Mims.
Nice move inside. Rebound taken up by Prentice. He puts it up in on the miss by Day. Day changed hands in midair and put it up left-handed. Didn't get it, but Prentice was there for the rebound. As Alexander having problems now with Zach Ray. The ball is finally stripped away. Alexander goes for it. Now the ball's still loose. Picked up inside by Drew Pelletier. He misses the shot, gets the rebound. In traffic, those Crimson players are all over the ball.
Brunswick a little fortunate there as nothing seemed to work as they advanced the ball basically on the ground into the front court, but gets the ball as it goes out of bounds off Bangor.
Pelletier inbounds. It goes to Heath. He's going to go right to the basket, puts it up and in. Duffy tried to stop him, but he leaned one up and in, and Bangor comes back within 1, 28-27. Double team now put up by Alexander, now in the middle of Duffy. Now he goes to Karen. Karen's there, and Karen draws the foul. And that was a good foul.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a gamble defensively on Bangor as they double teamed out on the perimeter, but Brunswick's Alexander at 6'3", able to recognize that, get it to Duffy. He kicks it inside to Taylor Karen. Karen's fouled by Jordan Heath of Bangor. He's second.
So Karen will go to the line. There is a rule that the shirts must be tucked in. They're loose. Karen misses the foul shot. Brunswick leads by a score of 28-27 here in the third quarter of action. Good crowd on hand for this contest. He misses a pair. Rebound strong by Prentice of the Bangor Rams. And off to Zach Ray. Zach wants to work with Mims right in his shirt. Now to Prentice. Now nice pass goes to Day. A little bit too hard. He saves it, but Duffy's there for Brunswick. He starts to come back with it. Right side goes to Pelletier. Now in the middle, back to Duffy. Tries to hook one. Alexander. It's picked off. Day against Mims. Day's going to go, put it up off the glass, and he gets the roll.
Nice job by Day there, knowing Mims was coming from behind, but went hard to the basket anyways.
28-29 now. Bangor leads, and Zach Ray goes down hard. Mims goes by him. You can see a little bit of frustration factor now in the Brunswick team, because all of a sudden you look up and it's 5:37 in the third quarter and Bangor's in the lead.
The one thing Roger Reed told me when I talked to him this morning, he wanted to make Mims play east to west, and what he's done here in the second half, he brought 2 people up defensively to the point to almost double team Mims on every occasion when he brings the ball up himself.
Pelletier's going to wheel and deal and put it up and in. Drew Pelletier is a real fine basketball player.
Yeah, on another team, he would be a superstar, and he's still a very good player here for the Brunswick Dragons.
And the Dragons take a 30-29 lead. Heath with the ball to left to Prentice. Prentice brings Karen out on him. Now he starts right by him, stops, fade away, no good. Karen with a strong rebound, off to Alexander. Now to Mims. Ray right there in his shirt. Mims gets away now, starts to go in the middle. Mims is going to make things happen now. He misses the shot. Tip up and in by Duffy. A strong tip in by Duffy on the left side.
There he is, his second basket off the offensive boards here in the third quarter.
32-29, up by 3, Brunswick team. Goes the right side, now to Gallant. Gallant starts to go. Gallant's going to put one up over. It's no good, draws a foul. Gallant's been quiet.
He's been quiet, but again, a lot of his game, he does shoot three-pointers. A lot of his game, though, is on the inside, and he's going up against players considerably taller than him tonight. Here's the drive, baseline drive, strong by Gallant, and Karen with a foul as his third as Gallant takes it to the opposite side.
P.J. Dow checks back in for Bangor. Heath will leave as Gallant makes the first one. He'll get a chance for the second. Did he miss the first one?
No, he missed the first one. He'll get the second opportunity.
Two-shot foul. Karen comes out, and checking in for the Dragons will be number 30, Adam Williams. Foul shot is good, so he splits a pair. And another sub coming in. This will be Flynn, and Prentice will leave. So Roger Reed up in coaching and up in substituting, trying to hold down the Dragons. They only lead by a scant 2 points, 32-30. A lot of people thought this might be a blowout, but to this point, it's been an exciting basketball game. And the pass going to Duffy from Mims was really drilled. He had no chance for that one.
Yeah, I think the source of a lot of Brunswick's frustration, very little in the way of transition offense. Bangor's done a real good job of getting back when they're missing shots.
Ray's going to come down with it. Ray's going to take the three. Nice play by Williams, and that's going to be a three-point shot. A three-point attempt with a three-point. It was a foul. Now he's going to get 3 shots.
Yeah, coming up from behind Williams on that play. Ray didn't know he was coming, but got a piece of the hand, and that'll send Ray to the line for 3.
What Ray did, he was on this side. Mims was over on the other side. He saw the advantage. He went down, tried the act. Williams came from behind and drew a foul. So Bangor playing all the percentages they can. Foul shot is up and good by Zach Ray as Heath will check back in. He can tie it with this shot. Bangor High School's Zach Ray. Foul shot is up and good. And you have to remember Zach Ray back 2 years ago when he stripped the ball from a Deering player, tried a desperation shot, and lo and behold, there was Joe Campbell. And Campbell put it in for one of the bigger upsets that we've seen here at the auditorium as they beat Deering. Foul shot is up and good. And I think I like Roger Reed's comment that he made, 3 for 3, was that they got to beat us out on the floor, not on the paper, and that's exactly what happened. Mims, the day on him. Mims wants to create, and he's called for travel. He is frustrated right now.
And again,
extremely frustrated.
It's not the first defender, it's the second and third defenders coming at him, forcing him to make decisions.
Day in the backcourt now goes to Ray. Mims is going to pick him up. Ray has the ball is stripped away as Williams is going for it. Now there's a tussle on the floor, and there's going to be a jump ball, Bangor's possession.
Mims there with the defense, tipping the ball away from Ray after Ray actually beat him off the dribble, and the ball will go back to the Rams.
Bangor leads by 1, 33-32 here in the third quarter. You just tuned in. The Nokomis girls were victorious over Coney, 44-41. Now it goes to corner to Heath. Heath out to Gallant. Gallant back to Ray. Ray wants to work with the ball. Mims is right there with him. Starts and bounces to the right. Goes to P.J. Dow. Now an outside shot by Heath, and Heath hits a 3. 36-32. Bangor up by 4. Alexander come right back with it. They need patience now. There's no Hella Skelter. We're at 3:41 in the third quarter. A lot of time. Pelletier back to Duffy. Nice pass inside to Duffy. And they're going to call a player control. They do. And I believe that's going to be 3 or 4 on Duffy.
Yeah, that's Duffy again on the pass there. George Ayoub with a call. Here's the replay. The pass. There's Ray waiting for the charge. The official recognizes it, calls the foul. We're going to have a timeout.
And that's only the second.
60 seconds.
Now you start thinking about team fouls. And Brunswick's only committed 3 and Bangor only 2. But Bangor has a 4-point lead. They're taking the percentages, and by that I mean they're taking the advantages that they can by getting the ball to the right people. Heath came off the bench. He's a starter. He sinks a 3. They look in the corner to try to get Day on one side, a Glenn on the other side, a Flynn in the middle. So they're playing what percentages they can for their easy shots and good shots.
And most of all, they're playing defense. Brunswick scored 80 points or more 8 different times this year. We're sitting here with 3.5 minutes left in the third quarter. They have 32. You can see some frustration on the Brunswick players so far. West Day on Mims and getting a lot of help. Pelletier's not really getting open. And most importantly for Brunswick, they're not getting transition baskets. Bangor's shot selection, very good so far. Not taking quick shots that Brunswick's able to rebound and go the other way with so far. And as we spoke of at the top of the game, Bangor wanted to get this game into the fourth quarter with a chance to win, and we're 3:35 away from that. Bangor's up by 4.
Williams stays in the game now for this Brunswick team. As Karen goes to the sideline. Now in the middle it goes to Gallant. Gallant's going to reel. Now he goes to Heath. Heath takes the shot. Now back to Gallant. Gallant with Pelletier right there with him. He tries to eke his way, play off balance shot up and no good. Rebound action taken up by P.J. Dow at Bangor. Outside to Zach Ray. Zach Ray with a jump shot 3. Yes! He hits another one. 39-32. Up by 7. The Bangor Rams. Alexander with the ball now. Turns. The ball stripped by Day. Bangor on fire. Day with a 3. It's shot, but Ray comes up with a rebound. Ray, nice pass inside. And the ball was intended in there for Gallant, and it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, good work by both Day and Ray for Bangor, but Ray's pass out of bounds. Again, Bangor with all the momentum here right now.
Boy, I tell you, if Day had hit that 3, this place would have come apart. 2:45 left here in third quarter. 39-32. Day right there with Mims. Now goes to Pelletier, stripped by Gallant. Gallant stays right with Pelletier now. On the dribble, starts to go to the baseline. He draws a crowd. Now in the middle of Williams. Williams is stripped. Picked up by Zach Ray. Zach Ray, nice pass, goes to the right side off to Day, and Day hits! And a fadeaway shot.
Stopped on a dime on the fast break, set up by good defense at the other end by Aaron Gallant of Bangor.
41-32. Mims is going to come back with a jumper, no good. Rebound left, picked out by Gallant. Bangor High School doing what they have to do, and now Roger Reed wants them slow down. We've got a 9-point lead here with 2 minutes to go. Start to work some clock. Zach Ray with it. Got it by Duffy on the outside. Goes to the left to Day. West Day wants to work behind the back now to Mims. Now to Gallant, again away from Mims. Now it goes to talk to Zach Ray again. Right side P.J. Dow. Now they're taking some clock. Dow comes out on Day. Mims, I should say, on Day. Now it's to Gallant of Bangor. Gallant starts to go to the baseline. Lalusa back out. A little bit too high for Heath, and the ball's picked up by Alexander. Now Mims, nice pass inside from Mims to Duffy, and Duffy lays it in.
And there's the rare transition basket. Bangor with a pretty rare turnover there, and Mims with a nice pass to Duffy for the finish.
34-41 now as Brunswick trails by 7. Goes to P.J. Dow, got it by Alexander. Now in the middle goes to Gallant, got it by Pelletier. Gallant puts it up and gets the basket and draws the foul. Nice move that time by Gallant.
Almost another turnover there by Bangor as Gallant initially couldn't get his hands on the ball. Made contact, drew the double team. Nonetheless, there's Gallant after he gets possession, taking it strong to the basket against Pelletier. The basket goes, Pelletier picks up the foul, and now the chance for the 3-point play.
And Aaron Gallant, only a sophomore, along with Jordan Heath, only a sophomore, 2 starters for this Bangor team.
We talk about Gallant being relatively quiet offensively tonight. Part of that's because of the defensive intensity he's showing at the other end on Pelletier in particular.
Bangor up by 10, 44-34. You heard me correct. Bangor up by 10. Pelletier's going to go off the glass, no good. Rebound strong, taken up by P.J. Dow. He's on the move now. The ball goes to the left side to Gallant. Gallant now comes to Heath. The 2 sophomores on the left-hand side. Heath starts, gets a screen, comes back outside the top. Now it goes to the top to Zach Ray. To the left, P.J. Dow. Dow now to Day. Day the shooter. Day starts on the dribble, comes out to the middle. Now goes to Heath. Got it by Williams. Now to Zach Ray. Got it by Mims. And there's a little tugging going on there, pushing each other now. Referees don't see that, but we can see it.
Everybody else did.
Everyone in the crowd, everyone in the stands see it. And there's some action going on. There's a frustration really showing. Bangor under now 20 seconds. It's down to 17. The clock ticks. is Zach Ray outside. Mims on him. 10-point lead, and Mims is fouling. And that was a frustration foul.
Yeah, you're absolutely right there. Again, Ray beating Mims off the dribble, and Mims left to reach from behind. That time the foul is called.
So that's the 5th team foul, so 2 more. They can waste 2 before the 1-and-1. Bangor will have the ball in play. It'll be in front of the scorer's table.
And just the first foul on Ralph Mims.
So Williams will come up to defend against Heath. Heath holds it over his head, looking now, goes corner to Day. Mims checks on him now. Day starts to work, then the ball's deflected away, picked up by Williams between the legs. He finally picks it up, takes a shot at the buzzer, it's no good. At the end of 3 complete, it's Bangor 44, Brunswick 34. We'll be back right after this. Back here at the Bangor Auditorium, 8 minutes remains in this Eastern Maine final game. Eastern Maine A. And the Bangor Rams have a 44-34 lead. And we'll know in 8 minutes.
If you're Bangor, more of the same. That's all you can ask for. Brunswick needs to start making shots. They haven't been able to make shots in great part because of the Bangor defense. Bangor, most likely, the best defensive team Brunswick has seen so far this season. If 34 points over 3 quarters is any indication.
Karen checks back in for Brunswick, but so doesn't Flynn for Bangor. So they're under the basket right now. Day still on. Nice steal by Zach Ray. He's going to go all the way. Puts it up and in. What a play by Ray. Duffy right back with it, though, and gives it outside to Mims. Day right there with him. Day has done an outstanding job on Ralph Mims. Now they want to work the ball. Inside goes to Alexander. Puts it, he misses the shot. All alone, he misses the shot. Rebound by Gallant. 46-34. Bangor leading now. Day with it. Now to Heath. To the right side to Zach Ray. Now it goes to Gallant. Gallant wants to wheel and deal. Pelletier's there with him. Now he spins. Looks, he's going to put it up. Nice play that time by Pelletier. He blocked the shot, got the rebound. 46-34. Pelletier to the right side now, inside to Karen. Karen in a crowd, big crowd. He turns, fires it up, gets the basket, and draws the foul.
Yeah, nice composure there by Karen. Looked a little bit out of control there for a second. Able to regroup, hit the short jump shot, draw the foul on Flynn.
Todd Hansen got up, and he was really screaming at the official. And the official just looked at him. There's the play again.
Yeah, there's Karen squaring up. Foul on the body against Flynn. Flynn's 3rd. And just the 13th foul on Bangor here early in the 4th quarter.
36-46 now. Foul shot up. No good. Rebound by Mims. Mims is going to go to the basket. He puts it up. It's no good. Duffy on the other side. And Duffy puts it in from the right side, left-handed.
Yeah, Duffy cleaning up on the offensive boards. That's 3 hoops from there in the second half.
46-38 to score. Heath with the ball now outside. Got it by Alexander. Still in the dribble. Now goes to Zach Ray. Mims right there with him. Now to the right side to Gallant. Got it by Pelletier. Zach Ray of the Bangor Rams out to Day now. Got it by Duffy. Right side, and Mims knocks the ball out of bounds. And Williams will check back in, and Pelletier will rest.
And you watch Bangor now, 8-point lead here, being very patient, making sure to get a good shot and not worrying about running time off the clock.
Day with it now, looks outside, goes way outside to Zach Ray. Now left side to Gallant. Gallant wants to work against Williams at the top now, goes to Day. Day starts the left side. Day's going to stop. He puts it up off balance. No good. Rebound action picked up by Alexander. Here comes Mims. Mims behind the back, but it's taken away by Day. Day right back with it. Day to the right side. It's going to go to Gallant. He puts it up. It's no good. Rebound action. And they're going to call a foul against Flynn.
Now I think it's going to be on Williams of Brunswick over the back of Flynn. There is just a lot of end-to-end action there. First, Jordan Heath with the strip of Mims at one end, and then Bangor at the other end, unable to get the basket to fall. And then you're right, Joe. I apologize. The foul was on Flynn.
Do not apologize to me.
Well, you know, nobody's perfect.
We are in the heat of the night here.
No kidding.
And there's a violation.
It's going to be a backcourt violation on Duffy of Brunswick as he was in the front court, jumped into the backcourt to make that catch. Never established himself in backcourt first, and with that, Bangor is going to call a 30-second timeout.
So Flynn picks up his 4th personal foul, but that's only the 4th team foul. And his 38-46 score. Bangor doing just everything right. It's almost one of those games that Brunswick would only have to play for like 50%, but Bangor would have to play 150%. And Bangor is playing 150% right now.
And Brunswick just not getting a lot of shots to fall. Ralph Mims so far with just 8 points, and he's had shots. They've been generally contested, and a lot of shots around the rim and out, just not getting the flow that he has had in the first 2 rounds of this tournament. He's had 8 points tonight. We mentioned he had 62 in the first 2 games combined.
So Day will inbound it as P.J. Dow checks back in the game. Flynn is out now with 4 personal fouls. Duffy will pick up Zach Ray now. Now it goes to P.J. Dow. Brings Karen way outside. Now to Day, to Heath. At the top to Zach Ray. Up fakes it, now to Day. Day is going to go right side, P.J. Dow. Got it by Karen, so they got the height outside now. As Heath starts to work the wall to the right side. Now at the top goes to Day. They start to work the clock with 5:37. Mims is on Day. Day's going to go right to the basket off the glass. Rebound action taken up by P.J. Dow. Now it's going to go back from Zach Ray, back to Ray, and he hits. Nice shot that time. Good give and go. As P.J. Dow could see that Zach Ray was alone, got him the ball back, and they lead by 10. Here's Karen. And Karen going to draw the foul on Heath and get the basket.
Yeah, strong move there by Karen, and Heath with a foul, the reach in there didn't do enough to prevent Karen from making the basket. There's Karen, one dribble strong to the basket, and a hack by Heath. Again, not enough to keep Karen from making the basket. Now he'll try to complete the 3-point play.
He's had kind of a rugged time in the line, isn't he? Foul shot is up. This time he sinks it. 48-41 the score.
I believe that was the anti-jinx.
No more jinxes. Duffy now goes on Zach Ray. Zach brings it down. Zach's really doing the damage. He's penetrating, creating, court awareness. Very fine basketball player. As Heath goes, tries to go in the corner on the bounce, but the ball's knocked away by Ralph Mims.
And you could tell during that last time out, Roger Reed told his team offensively, take your time, no hurry, we can run the clock, wait for the good shot. And so far, Bangor's been pretty effective doing that.
And Zach Ray now will handle against Duffy. Zach Ray of the Bangor Rams. Now goes to Heath. Jordan goes the left side back to Zach Ray. That's where you want the ball in his hands. He can create. Now he sends up a jump shot. And he hits it. Unbelievable. Zach Ray just jumped right up in the air on the arc and bangs one home. Mims, he shakes and bakes. He puts it up off the front, no good. Follow good. Boy, he has been, that's his 10th point.
That's just 10 for Mims there, but again, on his offensive rebound of his own shot, that's a couple of hoops like that, which means the first shots aren't dropping.
51-43 to score. Bangor leads. 4:16 left. Now a bounce pass. Day was all by himself on the side, but the ball was kicked as the bounce didn't get to him.
Yeah, tough pass to make there by Gallant, but the kick gives the Rams the ball back.
And Bangor will put the ball in play. Now the whistle. They want someone tuck in the shirt. So if it is, he's got to set out. And Roger Reed is a little bit disturbed about that. But that's the rule.
Exactly.
You know, let's play by the rules. You know, there's a rule book, and this is why we read them, and this is why we go by the rule book.
Yeah, it's a pretty simple concept, really. I mean, if it wasn't there, then you could argue it, but it's there in print, so you have to sit out, and now Ray will go right back to the scorer's table to come in at the next whistle.
Nick Akon is in the game now, out to Day. Day got it by Mims. Day is going to turn. He's going to loop the ball a little bit. Risky pass that time, but Heath comes up with it. They can't stat that with 4:03 left, but they're going to find themselves in a shot in. Right now, 51-43 to score. Day, a good ball handler, with Mims on him trying to go back door and knock the ball away. He can't do it. Now Duffy picks him up. So he put on a Walt Laurel 1951 dribble. Now Bangor starts to work the ball. Day still with it. Good ball handling through the legs. Mims is there with him. Now he goes to the right side. Now to Heath, and the ball is almost taken away by Duffy. Nice pass inside, goes to Gallant, puts it up, and Karen draws the foul.
Boy, that's great basketball by the Bangor Rams with their best ball handler waiting at the scorer's table. The Rams able to run off about 40 seconds before the play goes to Gallant inside. Karen, a lot of ball there, but got the foul called against him. That's Karen's 4th, and Gallant heads to the line to shoot 2.
And Zach Ray has been waiting to come back in this game as Flynn will check back in with 4 personals. Foul shot by Gallant is good. 52-43, Bangor High School.
When you look at that from a Bangor perspective, Zach Ray just got 40 seconds of rest, which sometimes very important late in games like these.
I can see his problem. His pants are too big. Foul shot by Gallant is good. Bangor 53, Brunswick 43 with time coming down. 3:27 remains in this contest. Ralph Mims wants to shake and bake. Now he goes downtown 3, no good. Rebound by Duffy, and Duffy puts it in. Boy, he's been a killer on that board for this Brunswick team. Outstanding player. 53-45. You can say he's picked up the garbage tonight. Now right side goes to Zach Ray. Zach Ray starts down the right side. Now back outside goes to Gallant, the top to Heath, and Day way outside. Bangor can work some clock now, 53-45. Ray goes down, but he still has the ball. Now it goes to Flynn. Flynn goes to Gallant. Gallant on the inside, the baseline. Now as Pelletier switches, he's got Zach Ray now. Zach Ray put it on Marcus Haynes right now. Now back outside to Day. Day wants to work at the right side, still in the dribble, 2:38 left. Now it goes to Heath. Brunswick's going to have to stop to do some fouling. And the next foul is going to be the one-on-one when they commit it. Zach Ray with an outside shot, no good. Rebound by Gallant inside, puts it back up, no good, but he draws the foul.
And if that's on
if it's on Karen, he's gone.
Yeah, again, great patience by the Bangor Rams. They are running almost a minute off the clock before Ray launches the initial three-pointer. Gallant in amongst the trees with the offensive rebound, goes hard to the basket, and there's the foul on the body on Taylor Karen. And that's his 5th as Todd Hansen protests the call, and Taylor Karen sits down with his 5th foul.
As going to line will be Gallant. They got 30 seconds to get him in. As checking in will be PJ Dow again. Flynn will check out.
You can have all the height in the world, but if you don't box out, it doesn't do you any good, and that's the advantage that Gallant has used here in the last couple of minutes.
So checking in will be for the Brunswick team will be Joe Laprade, Laprad. So 2:24 remaining, and you were watching a foul shot's miss. History in the making if they pull it out. This has just been an extraordinary, well-planned Roger Reed game. He misses 2 though. 53-45, so still a lot of time. Mims now Mims with a 3, yes. And 53-48 as he brings him back with a 30-second timeout being asked for.
Yeah, Todd Hansen asked for the timeout there, but that's the explosive nature of Brunswick. 1 3-point shot, just Mims' first 3-pointer of the game, but suddenly it's down to 5 and the pressure's going to mount. The advantage that Bangor has at this point, we talk about them being a young team, but their guards, Day and Ray, are seniors with a whole lot of experience and a whole lot of experience in big games. Bangor's played a lot of close games this year. They've been in this situation many, many times. Brunswick's been in some close games as well, but Bangor is used to this. I mean, last night, a perfect example, winning late, winning by 4 points. West Day in the semifinals, 9.3 seconds left, hits a 3-pointer to give Bangor the lead, and then the Rams make free throws down the stretch, and so we'll see what happens. Bangor's got to withstand some serious defensive pressure here by Brunswick over the next couple of minutes.
Heath will inbound the ball, go to Day. The full court pressure now to Heath. He's still to Day. Now comes off to Ray in the middle. It goes to Gallant. They break it over. Gallant goes right to the hole and puts it in. And they broke it nicely, and Gallant had enough smarts to go into the hole, and he puts it in. 55-48 score. Pelletier back outside to Duffy with a 3. No good. Rebound action taken by Gallant. Duffy goes down. So an outside 3, he misses it. As Zach Ray will bring up, it goes to Day now. West Day. West starts to move to the right side, goes to Zach Ray. So you're going to see this. The next foul, well, not the next one. It's going to be a 1-on-1 for Bangor. And they can give up 2. Now he goes to Gallant. Gallant's trapped now. He tries to get it back, and they're going to call a kick. Zach Ray comes over to Heath. Hello.
Don't get yourself in that situation where they can double team you in the corner, he's telling you.
I don't think there was any doubt what he was trying to
Either that or give me the ball.
Oh. as Day went one way and Ray went the other, and Brunswick picks it up. 48-55 to score. Now to Pelletier. Pelletier's going to stop or deuce. That's up is no good. Tip up by Duffy, no good. Rebound by Gallant. Another strong rebound by Gallant.
Yeah, out-battled Duffy on that one.
So they don't have the height in there now with 1:07 left. Bangor up by 7. Now back outside, going to go to Heath. And they've got to start fouling, there's no question. Now it goes to the middle of Zach Ray. According to who they foul. Bangor's got pretty good foul shooters all the way around.
Yeah, Todd Hansen's calling for Brunswick to foul.
Now it goes in the middle as time ticks down. Now to Heath. Back outside to Day. And they're going to call an intentional foul.
Yeah, he shoved him away from the ball. And so that's going to be...
That's going to be 2 and the ball out.
The ball out at the spot of the foul over here on the left sideline. Big call there to Bangor's benefit. Jordan Heath will go to the line to shoot 2 with the free throw lane cleared because Bangor received the ball after the 2 free throws. And right now, Joe, it's a matter of Bangor making free throws. If they make free throws, they're going to be the Eastern Maine champions. If they don't, Brunswick's still going to have a chance to come back.
So Heath misses the first one. They'll get it out, though. Foul shot is up and good. So he splits a pair. We've got 56-48 to score. And you look across the way and you see an absolutely stunned Brunswick bench along with the crowd. Heath in the backcourt now to Day. Day double turn. Team gets away on the left side. Now back outside to Heath. And Heath is going to be fouled. Yeah, again, it's Duffy, and that's his 4th.
Yeah, Brunswick tried to foul a couple of times there. Alexander looking over to the referee saying, why don't you call the one I just did? But again, Bangor able to run off about 10 seconds as Duffy picks up number 4 and Heath goes back to the line.
So Heath goes back to the line, the sophomore, puts it up and good. Boy, you look at Gallant, you look at Heath, both sophomores, and you just say to yourself, they've been starters, I guess, most of the season. And,
well, they've been in the rotation. Bangor actually had a couple of kids who left the team midway through the season, and so the playing time has increased here, and the 2 sophomores have responded.
Mims can do whatever he wants to now because Bangor's got the side. It's on their side. Now Mims backs it up for another 3, misses it. Zach Ray comes off with it. 57-48. Day with it, and Day is fouled by Mims.
I'll tell you what, you talked about Roger Reed's game plan, and what makes it even more amazing is you really only had one night to do it. You can think ahead to Brunswick, but you really couldn't if you were Bangor because you knew in your semifinal game against Nokomis it was going to be a war. But what Roger Reed did, and it showed here in the second half in particular, was he had man-to-man defense, 1 player on Mims, but as soon as Mims got toward the circle, he would run a 2nd and 3rd guy at him so that every shot Mims took was contested. And then he also had Gallant in particular do a great defensive job on Pelletier, limiting his shots and making somebody else try to beat them. Brunswick unable to do that here tonight.
So Brunswick's undefeated record is broken, and there's going to be a foul called underneath. Nice gesture that time by P.J. Dow as he picked Duffy up.
Yeah, Brunswick.
But you talk about, David and Goliath, and Bangor just in the beginning did this. They stayed in it. They were up 14-8. They were down by 1. They were up by 10 in the end of the 3rd. And now, look, they're going to win this game 59-48.
The other thing about Bangor is the tradition of the program, tradition and poise. I mean, Bangor's no slouch coming in here. They were 19-1, so they're used to winning games, especially close games. And what they did was made this game close, kept themselves in it, withstood any surges by Brunswick, really eliminated any surges by Brunswick, gave themselves a chance to win, and now surely taking advantage. 60-48,
it's all academic now as Zach Ray knocks the ball out of bounds. And you just have to look at, if you're looking at the best player in the league, or the MVP as they always have it, you got to look at Zach Ray. The foul shot up by Alexander, no good. Rebound is Gallant on another rebound, and the foul is going to be called underneath by LaPrade. But when we try to choose the best players in each division, and you can't choose these players until you see that final game.
Oh, absolutely not.
And I watched some of them make out their forms on a Friday night. And I'm going, hello.
I'm guessing the Bangor Rams don't care who's named the MVP. They just know they're going to be on Maine PBS next Saturday night in the state championship.
Maine PBS will be here again. Did we open it up? We choreographed this. I know we did.
Absolutely. But you look at Bangor, and you've got everybody out there tonight for Bangor making contributions. There's Aaron Gallant, the line, doing the hard work inside against players much taller as Zach Ray leaves for a hug from his head coach, Roger Reed. You talk about Gallant, you talk about Jordan Heath, you talk about the Ray and Day combination, the backcourt. Kevin Flynn coming off the bench for big contribution, and Mike Prentice also doing a lot of the dirty work inside. Total team effort by the Bangor Rams, the 2003 Eastern Maine Class A basketball champions.
Unbelievable, unbelievable. 62-48 as they are letting the Bangor fans run on. I don't know if they're letting them, but they're
I don't know if they had a lot of a
The police
choice.
are moving to the Buck Street entrance, I'd say.
The key here is they didn't come over the press table.
Yeah, which is good.
Yeah.
But you talk about a game plan. You talk about a team that really a lot of people thought had no chance. Everyone thought that Nokomis was going to beat them in the semifinals. They come through Nokomis as Nokomis kind of wilted in the last quarter. Then you get them out here. The game plan started in the beginning. It never stopped. And look at the scoreboard, 62-48. They just dominated in every category.
Oh, absolutely. Holding Brunswick to 48 points. And you have to start with defense. Defense gives you a chance to win. If you only give up 48 points, you only have to figure out a way to score 49. Bangor comes at it with just intense defense for 32 minutes, and tonight is rewarded with another Eastern Maine championship. And we'll be back in just a moment.